Welcome to Boat Training Online. I'm Sean Pollard, and today I want to talk to you about I guess maybe it's a style of leadership or well, anyway, the name of this video is 6P lamp changer. Again, this happened on the buoy tender. I was the chief, and we had these guys. Part of my crew were called Aton techs, and Aton stands for Aids to Navigation, and they were technicians. They all went to school. They broke down the different components of the technical side of buoys: the solar panels, the lamp changers, the flashers, the flashing units, everything. You know, how to wire batteries, and so on. And some of them went down to Yorktown, Virginia, to that school, and then others, they had a road show that they would come in and teach you guys. So anyway, one of the things that you have to do with these buoys, they have light bulbs, and we call them lamps. But the light bulbs, if you think about it, they're always flashing, and some of them are flashing. They're quick flashes. So there's a burst of electricity that hits these bulbs all the time, and they get really hot. They really throw out some light. I'm sure today everything's LED, but we're talking back in the day. So because the bulbs get so hot, when you touch them, everybody's got oil on their fingers, and if you don't wipe that oil off, it creates a hot spot on the bulb itself, and sometimes it can make them pop, but most of the time it'll make the lamp fail. So take an alcohol swab and you wipe it down, and life's good. So we're working this buoy, and we had the buoy on deck for a little while, and I had ducked in to grab a cup of coffee, and I'm coming back out, and my BM3 was up. He was the Aton tech, and everybody on the boat knew I loved this kid, man. He was my guy, and he said, "Hey, Chief, we're all set." And I said, "All right, good. Did you wipe those lamps down?" And this kid never lied to me. He goes, "No, I didn't." Now, I learned this from my dad, but anyway, I grabbed my hard hat and I threw it across the buoy deck. It hit the P250 cover, boom, bounced off, hit the bulkhead, and it's spinning around on its top. And I used a couple colorful adjectives, and I said, "How about 52 of your close personal friends come back to this buoy and fix it because you didn't wipe the lamps down?" And I walk off. It's quiet on the buoy deck, and I went back into the chief's mess. And a little while later, Ron comes walking in, and he's got my hard hat. He goes, "Chief, I'm really sorry, man." And I'm like, "Are you gonna wipe the lamps down from here on out?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "You know, everybody on that deck force knows how much I care about you." And they're thinking to themselves, all those Aton techs are thinking to themselves, "Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. If he did that to him because he forgot, what's he going to do to me?" So I said, "Not only will you not forget, but none of those guys out there will forget." And he just kind of laughed and shook his head. And I did it for effect. Was I really that angry? No. But if I'd have just said, "Come on, you know better than that. Can you just wipe them down?" You know, it wouldn't have had the impact or the dramatic effect, if you will. So, little style of leadership. I'll give you the backstory. My dad was a logger, which meant that when I was growing up, I got to do the same. I got a chainsaw for my 9th birthday. I was bumping knots on a landing, and I learned how to set chokers and do all this stuff. And along the way, you get to learn how to fall a tree. And just a minute. Noble horn right there. Anyway, it's the dangerous part is when the tree starts to fall, because the top will snap off and it'll land right on the stump. And my dad kept saying, "Hey man, as soon as that back cut opens up, you got to look up." Well, needless to say, I did not. And he told me 2 or 3 times. And one day, man, I'm following this tree, and I stepped back, and man, I thought the top had come out. I'm like, I'm a dead man. I got hit in the head so hard that I thought, you have a hard hat on, but I thought I was dead. Boom! Man, I went down to my knees, all snot coming out of my face and everything. My dad had hit me with a stick. And he said, "I'm not going to tell you one more time. You look up when you fall a tree." I'm 64. If I was going to go fall a tree today, I would look up. When it was dramatic. And so this is the whole point of this. Sometimes if something's important enough, you have to create a significant emotional event. You have to get people to get their head out of their rear end. All right, let me let me know what you think about this story. You got two for one. Okay, I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you.